Okay. Let us continue. So we are still in the interlude between parts 1 and 2 of the story A Requiem for Innocence. So on the last episode, we were getting a flashback into the relationship between Lord Barnier and Jaren. And I think at the end was when Barnier asked Jaren to become a mole for that brothel that Maria works at. And of course we know that's what led to the attack where they killed a bunch of the prostitutes, or they took some of them, killed others, and yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Into the room, Jaren, now! Ow, ow, ow! You're gonna yank my arm off! I wouldn't have it to if you would move. Hey! Listen very carefully. You stay in this room until everything has blown over. Do not open the door for anyone. But is this what I think it is? You are only to leave the room if I tell you it's safe, or the manor goes completely silent. And if someone breaks down the door, tell them you're being held captive by the Lord. My predilections are well known among the people. No one will suspect you're lying. I must go now. Farewell, Jaren. I rather enjoyed our time together. Wait, don't go. I've got an idea, Francois. We could escape through that window there. Tie the sheets up into a rope and climb down. Then we can go somewhere far away where nobody will find us. I do not have that liberty. Why not? Because I am the lord of this land. I was born to be the lord. I murdered my own family to keep my claim to this title. And I will not abandon it until my final breath. I was a fool and a tyrant, neither a great leader nor a great man, but still I bear the responsibility of my role. Fleeing is not an option. I never thought you were a tyrant. The rest of my lordship would disagree with you. I used fear as a weapon of control, murdering slaves for fun and prioritizing my own desires over the needs and lives of my people. Do you have a better word for what I am? Whereas you grasp the difference between good and evil, but lack the requisite emotions to give those concepts meaning, I knowingly chose to stray from the path of righteousness. Didn't you say you could run things just fine with fear? That it was very effective? Indeed, you can run things exceedingly well with fear, though I never said you could do so forever. I first saw signs the people were turning against me 3 years ago. While I did what I could to crush the deeds of revolt seeds of revolt before they grew, it would seem I missed a few.
If you knew this was coming, couldn't you have stopped it?
I've traveled so far down the wicked path, it would be nigh impossible for me to find my way back into the light. Which means all I could do is continue on and see what awaited me at the end. I could never play the benevolent ruler, though. Those people are inscrutable to me. They all appear to be either ravenous beasts or feeble-minded swine. Were I able to have any love for my own people, perhaps things could have turned out differently.
I can't stay in here and wait, Francois. I want to be with...
You will do as I say, girl. What's gotten into you, Sharon? Death is supposed to be meaningless to you. You do not experience sorrow over loss.
But
Should I not come back, go on smiling. Do not think I will simply let them walk in and kill me. I have dozens of skilled guards, and I can handle a sword myself as well. Far better than any mere peasant. They're getting closer. Now remember, you are not to leave this room, understood? You are my property, and property does not defy the will of its master.
And what if I do come out?
Sharon, you will not be of any help to me out there, and should you obstruct me any way, I will not hesitate to kill you. You do not have a choice. Oh, this must be like right when like Jacopo was doing the revolution. So this is shortly before Barnier kills Sharon. Is that clear?
Francois...
What? Time is running short.
I love you.
I will always place myself, the Lord Jean-Francois Barnier, above anything else in the world. And you second.
Wait. Second? That's kinda super crazy, wow, isn't it? Whoa. I'm shaking a bit here. I've never felt this way before. Is this what being scared feels like? Huh. This is a lot worse than I imagined. It hurts real bad, like someone's sitting on my chest. I can hardly even breathe right, but it's kinda really wonderful. No, I can't do this. I can't be away from him.
Okay, well, that is the end of the interlude. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? But our God is in the heavens. He hath done what... Okay, this is going to go by too fast. I'm not going to be able to read all that. It's a Bible verse. Okay, guys, well, um, I mean, I haven't spoiled this story. I mean, not that it really needs spoiling. We already pretty much know what happens. But from what I've read about A Requiem for Innocence, Part 2 is where shit, like, gets real. Like, Part 1 was like child's play compared to Part 2. So, brace yourselves. Part 2 is probably going to be hell. So here we go. 'Tis a great shame what happened to Ginevra. The post-revolution merrymaking continued into the wee hours of the morning. After things settled down and the men returned to city, an elderly man calling himself Odilon showed himself before me. Despite his evident age, the man stood tall and spoke in a clear, confident voice. Looking into his deep sapphire eyes, I felt as though I could see everything he had borne witness to in these walls engraved within them. Odilon revealed himself as an ally of the revolution and as having been in contact with Ginevra. Had things proceeded as initially planned, she was to take power and build the land anew with my assistance. But great change is never without its cost. Nevertheless, I am unspeakably grateful for how swiftly you managed to dethrone the former lord. Without your heroic efforts, we would still... Enough with the ass-kissing. Tell me who you are and exactly what you're hoping to get out of me. No need to be so apprehensive, I assure you. I am more than happy to tell you everything you wish to know. I served as consul to the late Lord Jean-Francois Barnier, and 'twas I who aided the revolution from within the manor's walls, coordinating with Ginevra on the outside. So that'd make you the one who ordered the gates opened for us, then? Verily. Furthermore, I arranged to have a number of the guards turn coat. Well, you did fine work. We would have lost a lot more men without your efforts. I have to ask, though, where were you while it was actually happening? I don't recall seeing you anywhere. I took the liberty of finding myself shelter. Well, how fortunate for you to be able to kick back and watch, only to crawl out of your hole after we relieved the lord of his head. Might you, perchance, be suggesting this old bag of bones take up the blade? I would only serve as an impediment to your success. 30 years ago, mayhap, but hardly could I point a sword straight today. Or perhaps you would say that I, as a supporter of your cause, should have been present for the occasion regardless? But of little aid I would have been, merely dying a fool's death, becoming naught but another body upon which the living would trek. You're skilled with your words, old man. Of course, 'tis my job. There is but one service I can provide you. My knowledge. Knowledge? Meaning you intend to continue to serve as the Lord's consul? For what other reason would I lend my hand to this revolution? You expect me to just take your word, to trust you? Surely you're aware that you cannot rightfully govern this territory without the acknowledgement of the neighboring counts and the king. I have knowledge and connections which would prove invaluable in establishing you as legitimate and qualified to inherit the throne. Yes, I know. I did not saunter into here blind. I still hadn't figured out how I would accomplish that, but... Wait. I recognize you from somewhere. I remember. You were here during the revolt 3 years ago. You're the one who helped Barnier escape. 'Twas indeed I. That's all the more reason not to trust you. You sat back and watched, not a damn peep, as that clown of a lord left his people to rot. Like hell I'm letting you be my console. You are an astute young man, but still far too green for your own good. And you fail to fully separate yourself from your old life. Excuse me? I assure you, I was no more fond of Lord Barnier's predilections than you. But as I am sure you are aware, he was quick to send his opponents off to the gallows. And he would be no more merciful to his console than a slum dweller. My objections would have ensured but one thing, a swift, meaningless death. Moreover, you knew it was not yet the time and stayed your hand, nay? I too had reached the same conclusion and was awaiting the appropriate time. The perfect time to rearrange the board. Gah. You must dispense of the childish emotion that controls you. Act exclusively in service of that which most benefits you. And you cannot do so without someone to guide you. You are still merely a fledgling young man. You know not up from down in this vast new world. And you have neither an army nor the weapons with which to defend yourself. Should you go out into that world unaccompanied, it will snap your neck before you feel the hands upon your skin. And what benefits are you hoping to reap from this? You're not acting out of a love for the people. That much is obvious. A chance to fulfill my duties as consul to the Lord. My expertise went largely unused under Lord Barnier's rule. 'Twas a deeply frustrating time for me. Though if I may be blunt, perhaps I should say that I would like to die knowing I have accomplished something worthwhile with my life. I can promise you I have no intention of mistreating the people for my own personal amusement. You've still given me no reason to actually trust you. Allow my work to speak for my words. Allow me to proffer unto you my knowledge, that it might be of service to you. I don't completely trust this man, nor do I think I ever will. He's after something. Probably wants to use me as a puppet under the guise of assisting me as my consul. He makes a good point, though. I'll need someone to show me the ropes if I want any chance of governing effectively. Have you come to a decision? Okay. It's a pleasure to have you, Odilon. At your service. That said, try anything, and you'll be out the door faster than you can blink. Understood. Good. Now, if I may, I would like to offer my first instruction. And what would that be? You will need to make a formal proclamation of your succession. There are still many among your people who know not who you are. Thus you must declare yourself the rightful heir, the lost son of Lord Barnier's predecessor. You must assume a new name.
Say again?
The name by which you were known before is but a veil behind which you guarded your noble identity. And the time has come now for you to reclaim your true self.
Hold on a second. I'm not...
Yes, I am aware of your lineage.
Okay, then what name do you suppose I should take?
You shall assume his name, Jean-Francois Barnier.
Is this some kind of sick joke? You're insane if you think I'm taking on that psychopathic killer's name. Why on this green earth would I ever want to call myself after the man I dethroned?
Among the nobility, names are oft passed on, from father to son, from brother to brother.
But why his name? A name associated with fear and tyranny. Are you trying to hobble me before I take my first step?
You will remove the stain his deeds have left upon the name. Lord Barnier killed his father, brothers, and all their families and attendants, as Ginevra likely told you. Why do you suppose he killed them?
Are you mocking me, old man? He killed them because he was a damned madman.
Lord Barnier was not the rightful heir.
Excuse me?
He was merely a stand-in to be disposed of and quietly replaced when came the time. However, he grew voracious for power, fixated on becoming the Lord himself. So he killed everyone who stood in his way, both the Barnier family and the attendants who knew the truth. Though he failed to realize that the Lord had sired another son. You, the rightful inheritor of the Jean-Francois Barnier name.
So that's our story, huh? I'm not the fake he was.
When the truth is revealed, the people will be enraptured, and crucially, the damage to the Barnier family name will be minimized. After all, the Barniers were but victims of this charlatan's avarice. As you are to take on the Barnier family name, it is to your benefit that the reputation you inherit is as unblemished as possible. Furthermore, you have nothing to gain from keeping your present name. No longer are you the man you were in the slums. You must become a new man entirely.
Enough. I need time to think. A day. Give me just one.
I cannot. 'Tis a matter of the utmost importance. You must act swiftly, for the opportunity will pass and the tides turn against you anon. The people are on your side for now. However, should you fail to expeditiously demonstrate that you, as their new lord, are likewise on their side, you will find yourself with more than the counts upon your doorstep. You must decide now. Sir.
Alright. I'll swallow my pride. I knew there would need to be some changes before I embarked on this road. So this isn't unexpected, just moving quicker than I was prepared for.
A wise decision. Now, before we move on to the next order of business, I must ask, are you physically well enough to remain on your feet for a short while longer? You will need to stand before your people and make a speech. Nevertheless, it is evident that you are wounded from your battle, and 'twould reflect poorly on your accomplishments were you to collapse during your first appearance.
I'll be fine. I can hold myself up long enough to give a speech.
Ho ho! Youth, what a wonderful thing! You must be sure to get your rest once you have finished. I will arrange for the best doctor to come examine you.
Appreciated.
Now then, let us be off. You need merely repeat after me. Hey, did you hear the new Lord's speech? Barnier was a fraud this entire time.
What? No way.
But God, I should have skipped work and gone up to the manor to see it. You still got a chance. Go down to the square. The town crier's spreading the word of the whole thing.
Did you hear? The new lord led the charge on the revolution. And he was the real Jean-Francois Barnier. I heard. I was there for his speech. He's so young. And easy on the eyes to boot. They say he spent years living in the slums, hiding his true identity. That must have been so difficult for him.
Free from our suffering. Free from the terror of Lord Barnier. Cheers for the new lord.
Oh, give me a break. You're no damn lord.
How goes it, Maria? You look like you ain't slept in weeks. Where's your smile, girl? Today's a day for celebrating. Oh, go fuck yourself. What? You're the one who pushed him into this. Huh? What are you getting pissy about? You pressured him into this dumbass revolution, into becoming the fucking lord. Whoa, whoa, that ain't what happened at all. Jacopo's the one who proposed the whole thing. Bullshit. He was trying to talk sense into you at the Midsummer Festival. For the love of cripes, what crawled up your ass and died? The batshit asshole's gone, and now we got someone on our side in power. What's there to complain about? Ugh. Is there anything in that meat head of yours? What was that? You do realize he can never come back now, right? He's the Lord. He's gone, and he's gone for good.
up there in that manor, all by himself. And you dragged him up to the top of that hill and left him there.
I get that you want someone to take this out on, but Jacopo's also the one who proposed becoming the Lord.
No.
I didn't push a damn thing on him. He showed up one day with a ring bearing the Barnier family crest, and told everyone he was royalty and had a claim to the throne.
This is insane.
It was his words that sparked the revolution.
There's no way. Jacopo is royalty? You need to get a better sense of humor.
My thoughts exactly at first too, but then I saw the crest on the ring. It's the real deal.
Did you miss the whole part when he put on the ring in front of everyone before we stormed the manor? His whole spiel about being the heir?
That was pretty damn convincing, if I do say so myself.
You seriously think I was there for some stupid pep talk?
Ain't you his friend? I feel like a friend should be rooting for his success, you know? That's what I'm doing. I can say that much. Anyway, I got a hot date with a couple of kegs, so I'm out of here. Unless you want to come with, we're going to be partying all night long. Like hell I'm coming. Just thought I'd ask. Try not to look so sour all the time, Kay. You're much prettier when you're smiling. Oh, God. I hate to say it, but Gratien's misogynist.
Choke on a dick, asshole.
Duly noted. Later.
I can't root for him because he's my friend. I know better than anyone that he's in over his head. All I can do is pray for you, Jacopo. Pray that you'll always be the Jacopo we know. That this won't change you. We're still friends, right? Even if we're worlds apart now.
Alright, I think we're gonna stop here for tonight. Alright, so here's the dealio. Tomorrow is my father's surgery. So, obviously that means I'm going to be visiting him in the hospital. I mean, this is open heart surgery, so, I mean, we're talking about a pretty long, strenuous recovery. So I really can't commit to any kind of streaming schedule, at least for the rest of this week. Because I'm gonna be, I mean, he's going to be in the hospital almost certainly at least until Saturday. So I'm going to be
probably visiting him like each evening from now up until he gets out of the hospital. So I don't know if I'm really gonna have much of an opportunity to do any streams the rest of this week. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think probably the next time I can like just absolutely guarantee like that I should be able to stream is like next Monday. But I don't know. I mean, I might be able to stream a little bit each day. I'm just not sure yet. I'm just gonna have to see how this all plays out. So anyway, okay. Well, goodbye for now. I'm not sure when I'm gonna come back again, but anyway, good night, and hopefully I'll be back again here soon.